Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for some more Total War Warhammer 2, where we are going to try and take down the final stronghold of the Greenskins. This is really their last stand. We have a first army here that is ready to attack. You can see we've got decent amount of good infantry, lots of archers, which is actually, or crossbowmen, which is actually pretty good against walls, and then some grudge throwers, which is also good against walls. On the other hand, I think they have their final wall here, so this ought to be quite damaging. I also have normally 2 armies in reinforcements, so let's see how this works out. Let's first of all, let's get going like this, and I think I'll just give my guys a crazy attack order, climb these walls no matter what. My first hero tries to take down the gate, and then I might actually try to have my grudge throwers. These 2 can take this tower down, and these 2 can try to take this tower down. I don't think my first army will be able to really break everything, but I'm hoping that we can then take a few less losses on the reinforcements here by destroying these first 2 towers here closest to the gates. So here we go, the siege has begun. The dwarven Ironhide moves up. Here is my lord, or my general, and then these guys with the shields up as they're being bombarded from the walls. This is pretty damn impressive. Oh, and then, goddammit, I also forgot, we should definitely move at this point. These guys into range as well. We have a decently good line. I think if we do something like that, they should be able to get on most of that wall. So they'll get started. First of all, we get the infantry that's now in range of the enemy archers. So no covering fire because I was a little bit too late. And the grudge throwers throwing those rocks at these Artboys tower here, trying to take it down. It goes down pretty quickly with 2 of them. It's already at 60%. These guys will be moving into range. And then I wonder if well, that one is still active as well. So after that, I'll actually give the order to try and take this one down too. But here comes my response with range. So here are my arrows starting to strike the enemy. And we'll be climbing the walls and knocking on the gates. 96, 98, one more rock, guys. Take it down as it's continuing to pepper my dwarfs with arrows. That one is down. Good. Then we'll take these 2. We'll send them in here. And in the meantime, my first reinforcements coming in. Here are my gyrocopters. This is pretty cool, of course. They're pretty fast. While this secondary army back there is pretty slow. You can see it's pretty big as well. So we're starting to get on the walls. Good bombing run, guys. And what'll they go after? I'm not sure. But they're here and they'll hopefully help us. And this is the real problem. This is the enemy, the big orc here. Green Gore Ironhide himself. 2-handed axe. I think he's like level 24 or 25 or something at this point. He is very, very powerful. But I have this coming. More grudge throwers. Organ guns as well. Not that many of them. It's not that useful here anyways. Because we had to conquer their previous, their second to last city. And that was actually decently challenging as well. Did we just open up the gate? Yes, we did. And in the meantime, what is good news is that the center here is also being bombarded by the grudge throwers. So that's awesome. These 2 towers are down. No more tower advantage. This army is taking the right side in order to get ready and try to flank him this way. I don't mind it. And then my primary army here, the good news is they're pretty tough. These guys are holding on quite well. And then I'm not sure what this does, but we can give it a try. For instance, like that. I think it does. Does it do damage? No, it reduces their effective... Oh, this is actually a good one to use against Grim Gore. I'm not sure where he fled to or where he's at. I think he's here. Yeah. And you'll see that he does bash skulls in pretty effectively. But the numbers, this is the dwarven tide, the Ironhide. That's next to impossible if you're on top of these walls and you see all of that. coming your way, you will be very worried. There goes my long-range grudge thrower attack landing on this wall. This is actually very good, showcasing the power of the grudge throwers, because they can still hit all of this stuff even at this very long range. Gyrocopter's taking some fire, but we're doing okay, and here we're taking control of these first few walls. So that is very good news. In fact, we get ranged. That is starting to get on this as well. So we are going to send these guys down. And then, are we holding on okay here? Yeah, looks like it. We'll start to move on. I think this is our cavalry or an enemy hero. And these archers not doing anything. Let's move them up then. Since we have this wall here anyways, we're gonna move a couple of them up. This guy as well, maybe. I love to do this. Conquer the walls and then set your range on the walls there when Grimgore is coming to try and stop us. Interesting, interesting. Let's send this hero to try and counter him. This won't be easy. These units keep this in check as we've got some of my reinforcements coming in as well. But you can see he's been bombed. He should be full of arrows. We have guys that are just trying to attack him, but he's so much bigger, and he really hasn't taken that much damage considering how long this has actually been going on. So we'll need some help. Here comes my hero for the one-on-one duel. I don't think it's gonna go that well for him, but the good news is the rest of my guys are getting ready for the encirclement. Here are, God, I love these slayers. Really pretty fast, dual wielding their axes. So they are getting crushed on all sides. These guys are guarding these streets, so that's already going quite well. I'm gonna move them with attack orders, just start chasing stuff here. Go in there. Maybe we'll send a couple on Grimgore himself, but because we did take some damage, and in 20 seconds maybe we can use this ability again. I don't think so, but we'll see. And now my archers here that are ready are able to focus on Grimgore, so this should mean some extra damage. And then here we actually have a goblin hero that's been decimating another one of my units as well. We're gonna get started on sending reinforcements that way. And then here, that is great sight. The NPC controlled army, all the reserves are sneaking behind them. My grudge throwers are continuing. There's the organ guns firing at Grimgore himself. Look at how tough this guy is. I mean, he's giving up. His morale doesn't last forever. But he's got a really thick skin. And he can take a beating. That's for sure. We're starting to move up on the center here with my main guy. Who is... well, actually not as tough as Ironhide, but he does have like full legendary gear that I gave him, so that's gonna help him, and he has some decently strong abilities as well. So this is now basically the end game of this siege, unless someone still wants to come in. That guy should die without too much trouble. Ooh, we do get, I don't know, like some sort of a debuff. But here is the Ironhide, and there's Grimgore running. He doesn't know what to do. This was his final stronghold. As the bombardments just don't stop. My guy is going after him. And Grimgore has given up. He's fleeing. Let's hope that I can make him my captive. That would basically be like a wonderful trolley. Really the bane of our existence. This guy has kept up with us for quite a while. We managed to decently crushed them early on, but this final stronghold was actually quite far away, so it took us a while to get this done. But this is what I love about the dwarves, guys. An Ironhide, great for defense as well, and once you get a big army going, organized, methodical, unstoppable, really very, very nice, very cool, as the bombing continues until morale increases. This guy is basically still on our walls. There's no room for that. But yeah, let's end this battle. And let's take a quick look at what else has been happening. I do think that this was a cool final battle for the orcs. I'm not sure if we'll be destroying the faction right now, but we should do. Don't think they have even more than this. So let's see. And the final stand. Well, it took 3 armies of mine to counter what they have, and we still didn't actually destroy Ironhide himself. And he's probably gonna be able to run away as well. He's one tough cookie here. Let's see what happens. Oh, he actually does not show up anymore. So that's cool. We'll steal that. So Squigbeard, yeah, he was still stuck on the walls. He didn't make it. Yeah, but Ironhide, that bastard, is still around somewhere. That is very cool. Let's see here. Just take something. Anyone else? We'll take something. And then over here, can't actually make anything. And what is this? Ooh, a nice mine. Okay. And so this is the state of the map here. We are basically starting to encounter creatures that we haven't encountered before. So the Slan are down here. And this is where we are basically going after the final remains of the Skaven Empire. They had all of this stuff pretty much locked down. So this was a big conquering phase. And then up here, the one worry is that chaos could come. But I'm actually feeling okay because Kislev is still capital, still independent. It's got 2 armies here. Not gonna be that easy for the enemy to get through. And we actually have built up a couple of extra armies just in case that are ready to stop any trouble there. Where can we build stuff? Okay, let's bring that one up to 4. That's pretty good. 1 central army over there. And I'm building another one here normally. Or is it? It's just finished. That's great. Because another Skaven ambush, actually this was 2 armies. Another Skaven ambush actually cost me 1 army. So I'm making another one. We'll bring them and then we'll end our conquering over here. This is good. I'll end the turn and see if we get like a faction destroyed message here or not. Because we still have actually the enemy hero on the field. So do they still have it down somewhere? Ooh, and that's actually a big Skaven army as well. 17 out of 20. Gotta be a little bit careful of that. But with the second one coming, we should be okay, I think. So these are my friends. Or at least I consider them my friends. We're not allies just yet, but dwarven brothers for sure. They're sending armies in, and you can see that they've actually been conquering over here because they're all the blue. And so this yellow guy could be something to really mess with us. They go straight up into the heart of our empire at this point. Maybe something to look into. But yeah, he's still, yeah, Grimgor's boys are still hanging around somewhere. I thought this was going to be their final stand, but it just doesn't end. And these guys want to go straight into a defensive alliance. What are they at war with? Chaos. Okay, vampires, more chaos, and then the dark elves. I'm not going to be tied to you, bro. Eventually, we may even come to conquer you. And then here we get Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, alright. So they tried to sabotage Kislev. We had like a cutscene with Chaos coming from the north. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. And then the Border Princes. I mean, they've got several armies in here. They do have, I think, a pretty nice territory around this river. But so far, we haven't had to deal with them too often. And then let's see if maybe like another one of their towns or something like that shows up. We've got raiding happening with those guys. Okay, let's see here. So I don't see it. This is definitely a bit of a surprise. Grimgor, Ironhide, the bane of our existence, is still out there somewhere. And I can't find which city he's in. That is interesting. Maybe it's just him and he's gonna try to build up an army now and he needs to conquer something. I think he can actually do it against the Slan there. That's a bit of a problem. And those guys are raiding in my territory now. I don't think I can actually like force them out without going to war. But are they chaotic? From the looks of it, they might be. the Ripper Horn tribe. Let's well, we're not at war. Let's just wait and see before we judge them, just because they look different from us, because they've got those types of legs. And oh, he actually lost something. It's gonna be, I think, one of these. So we'll do that. Can I recruit that right away? Not like this. That one's at 20. So we'll move it over here. Now we will put you in here. Nope, that's still at 20 as well. What the hell? Okay, get back in town. And now can I recruit? Yep, like that. That army will be complete again. And he's 20 out of 20. Hardly took any damage. Basically, they stayed back and in reserve, which was the plan. So there you go, guys. Some more Total War Warhammer 2. I thought we had that Ironhide for sure. I thought we had him cornered and this would be it for him. But turns out that he is just as resilient as a cockroach. We just can't get this guy off the board. Unfortunate, because he is really tough. He, I think he's going to be one of the strongest NPCs, despite his state at this point. I can see him still make a comeback, which is still a little bit worrying. But that's going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.